Well, with it being a new year and all, I think it's time to do a setup tour for the new year. So in this room, I've got my bed, my dresser. There's still stuff on the dresser that I gotta put away. I took all my Christmas lights down, so I gotta box them up still, so that's why they're sitting there. And I still got some stuff to deal with there. I gotta put that DVD player somewhere, put that cord reel away. But I got a picture of my old dog on the wall and a horse just on that shelf. I put a smart switch in this room, and I gotta change this bulb because it's not very bright. But over here, I've got a remote so I can control my TV. These two are usually next to each other, but I was fixing the sound bar, so yeah, I got a iPad I use as a clock and a Amazon Echo Plus. My lamp, PlayStation 5. It's on for some reason. And then I've got my 65-inch LG TV. This is my old 65. It works, but like as you can see, it doesn't have the remote, and that made it very difficult to use this one. See, like some things work, but you know, I can get the PlayStation to work. Sometimes it works. It's not going to work right now. This PlayStation's screwed up, so that's why it doesn't work very well. This cabinet used to be on that wall. This used to be right there, but with the TV being too big to fit with the door there, I brought it over here and I brought it closer, so like if you're laying in bed, you've got direct view to the TV. Of course, my dresser, my Christmas tree that I just took down, and then soundbar. And like, yeah, I know 65-inch TV is probably a little overkill for the bedroom, but it's what I got. And just the rest of the stuff I still gotta sort through, but haven't had a chance to figure all of this out. Main Wi-Fi router, that is the main network for the entire house. Yes, it's in my bedroom, because this is one of the two or three rooms upstairs with a coax jack, which is right there. And this used to be my storage room, so I put the Wi-Fi router in here, and then I ran Ethernet through the wall. There's a hole in the wall. There's a hole in the wall there. It's got an HDMI cable, 2 power cables, and Ethernet. Which I know probably shouldn't be running HDMI and Ethernet next to power, but it's the only hole between the wall, and I needed just a little bit extra power in this room, because this is the same circuit as the room with my air conditioner. Of course, I don't want to overload circuits. So that's why this is all separate. It's getting closer to this room being completed as well. I got that table there just to hold my controller right now. I might try to track down another one of those lamps and put it on this side. We used to have 2 of them, but who knows where the other one like this is gone by now. It's probably long gone, because all the other ones are the other style, and it just doesn't match. Well, there's another picture of my other dog. This is just some stuff that was still in the room that I just never took down. But I just brought it to this wall because there used to be something here, and there's a nail there. A nail right there that I didn't feel like pulling out, so I just left it alone. The reason I made this my room and not the storage room for me anymore is because we go to the other room. as you can tell, I'm still using this other room. Let me turn that down a bit. You see, I took my old bedroom and I made it my man cave. So what has changed here is I put the 18s at the back of the room. Or back of the room. Technically this is the side. And technically that would be the back. And this would be the front. That's the front of the house on that side. And that is the back. My exit sign's not working. I'll have to look into that. So as I'm sitting here doing the editing, it's working. As you can see, I extended my lights. I left the lantern alone where it is. That lantern remains there. Yeah. Put the rear, just 18s at the back of the room. Put the amp at the back like I used to. Actually, using the same wires I used to use for that. It's a very interesting way I have things set up right now. Like, these wires are not long enough to reach to the front of the room. Yeah, I call it the back of the room because, like, you come in from the door's perspective, you come in front of the room. I put a couch in here now. This is just a basic couch. It's not a hide-a-bed. It's nothing fancy. Just a cheap couch. It's comfortable. Well, I call it cheap. This was actually free. We paid $0 for the furniture. At least this furniture. This couch we got, what, 4 years ago? About 4 years ago now. 5 years, it'll be 5 years in like December, I think. This used to be in the basement. I brought it up here. The cats have had their fun with the corner on that side. This one's not as bad. The back is a little bit shredded. And that side is just ripped to shreds, but that's cats for you. That's why we didn't want to get anything nice. And like, again, it was free. Like, it came with 3 couches, 3 love seats like this, and a Chesterfield. We did not take the Chesterfield when we moved. We got rid of the Chesterfield. We kept the 1 love seat. And now it's up here. I put the 2 10s at the back of the room like I always do. I've got a lamp there, and I've also got a lamp there. And my phone is going off. Okay, that's dealt with. Yeah, I put a lamp there, lamp there. They're both on the same smart plug. It's also with that one. So I just say, oh, turn on the lamps.
Okay.
You can see all 3 lamps come on. Now, I know they're not very bright. They gotta warm up. I got my AV cart here. This is just temporary. This is gonna be like, there's still stuff on it. This is still work in progress, just like the other room. But this is gonna be like, I wheel it over here. I can put my computer on it and have more displays. Got a rear speaker here on a makeshift speaker stand. This is obviously the wrong stand for the speaker, but it works. I ran a screw into the back of it. You can see, you might be able to you can just barely make out the screw there. I ran some wire up from the bottom, like how the wire is supposed to be ran. Zip tied the wire and plugged it into the speaker and put the speaker on with the screw. It's just hooked onto the wall, hooked on it. And that's my side speaker, my rear speaker. My other rear speaker, a surround back speaker. I got my mixer for the subs. Just right there. So like, to me, this is like open space. This side of the couch, the left side is my main seating position. So all the speakers are adjusted as well as I could get them and time aligned to this spot. As good as I could get them. And it's pretty close. But on the table, you've got my phone for Discord calls. That's my main phone. Of course, got the phone I'm filming on, but I don't have a working adapter for audio on this one, so I use that for Discord calls. Because I don't like calling on my main phone, which it wasn't folded all the way. I got a keyboard. I've got, so over there, there's a pile of stuff. We'll get to that stuff, but there's like a couple keyboards over there too that I could use that are wireless, but they're not mechanical and they're not RGB. I like my mechanical keyboards. I could give a fuck about RGB. On this side, there is all my remotes that I have. So, air conditioner, TV remote, amplifier remote, and my fireplace remote. Up there, you got an Xbox controller, PS4 controller. I don't use either of them. They're just sitting there. A battery bank that's also a wireless charger, even though I have a wireless charger right there. That is for like the iPhones and that phone, because it's got the MagSafe case. A battery bank, a couple adapters for headphones, USB-C of course, so they don't work with my iPhone. And my little headset, which is like the one that comes with the PS4. It's, people talk shit on them all the time. It's good enough for me. My phone is going off. It's Discord. I'll look at it after. Up at the front of the room here, like there's some cables here. I know. It's a power strip. Then there's like phone chargers for the iPhone. One for my main phone. One for this phone. One for this and one for this, because this cord will not charge phones for some reason now. And then there's this last USB-C cable. That's for my controller when I'm playing a game on the TV. See, I used to have my center speaker up there from an old setup, but I didn't use it this time, because I used a different wall mount. At the front of the room, of course, you got my Telus box, which just isn't plugged in right now. You got some CDs. You got my equalizer, at least one of my equalizers. Got a clock here. The clock's correct time, it's just flashing because I unplugged it by accident. Little solar light that I modified by just taping the solar panel, and it just runs all the time. Which is why the top is loose, so I can just swap the battery out when it dies. You got the main speaker, of course my lamp, the Roomba, another speaker. These are both wired up and playing. This one's in a little bit rough shape, but I'm gonna fix that soon. Exit sign and 2 lava lamps. One of these vintage style lights that hangs here. I put this in. It's just wired up as like a regular plug-in lamp. It gives the option to be hardwired or to be plugged in like this. So, like hardwired, you just cut the cord off and tie it in direct, like if you were to put it there. Or if you're gonna plug it in, you just leave the cord on it. So I did end up cutting mine because I thought about putting it there, but then I realized that my plan wasn't gonna work, so we just hooked it back on. We got the Christmas lights all around the room. The old set ends there, so I had to add this one, but spacing was wrong. We got a CD player, Xbox, it's broken, I gotta fix it still. It's my brother's, it's not working. It just sits there so it's out of the way. It kind of works, but it kind of doesn't. Main amplifier, or the main receiver I should say. Center channel, a PDU, and then on top of that is a crossover for my subwoofers, which is this guy right here. It's the Curious Super X Pro. Another Behringer product. There's a coffee table, I forgot to mention that. Fireplace, it's part of my TV stand. Switch dock, controller charging dock, PS4 Harmony hub, second equalizer, of course not Behringer, but just like a cheap one I could get off Amazon. It's probably gonna get replaced with a Behringer because I like these equalizers way more than I like these cheap ones. PS5, the main amplifier for those speakers up there. My camera's just sitting there right now. I gotta put that back in its case. I was copying files off of it. UPS, one laptop, another laptop. This laptop is hooked up to this TV and that display. This one's hooked up to this display and that display. They both have their use. So you come to the desk, pull it out, and sit here. Okay, I got a desk now. This is my great-great-grandfather's desk. We've had it for a while. It wasn't really being used, so brought it up here, put it in. It's my computer desk now. Now I strictly work off of a laptop. I do all my editing on stuff on that computer. This one's hooked up because I'm doing something with it right now, but usually if I want to switch between these two monitors, I just unplug that one and plug that one in. And then that's why there's the HDMI or the USB cable that runs there, as well as for the keyboard that runs there. I just grabbed that DualSense Edge, sit on the couch, play my games in 4K 120. You come to this desk, there's another amplifier here, another receiver. This one has a different purpose. This one, if I turn it on, is plugged in. I just about grabbed the wrong mouse. If I click on the audio settings and switch them here. Oh, I don't think the wire's plugged in all the way. There we go. That's for the desk audio system. So there's two audio systems wired up in this room. Now, of course, most of the time, you just use this one. Okay, it just sounds better. But I got two of those Panasonic speakers, which is actually what those mounts are from. One on each side of the room, of the screen. Yeah, a little bit behind the TV, but that's because I have no choice, really. Also behind the TV, there is a Google Home. I can also yell at Google. Little desk light, external hard drive, my old iPhone. Another wireless charging battery bank, just so I can pop the phone down and charge it. I don't have a cable over here because I don't at the moment. In front of me here is a 43-inch Philips Roku TV. It's just like a cheap TV, so it's only 1080p, 60 hertz, but this computer's gonna have its own purpose. Up here is this Dell monitor. Another one of those solar lights. Two more lava lamps. Exit sign, speaker. Another one of those lights. Of course, down here there's the other monitor. There's the other speaker. A little fan just so I can turn it on, get some air moving over here. And I'm sitting at the desk, turn on the fan. Cool down a bit if it's too hot. Just turn it off so it's not blowing in the fan and the phone. Echo Show 2nd generation, I think. Just a cheap Lenovo keyboard I got at the thrift store. It works. It's got all the things labeled. So you don't have to memorize it, but I don't really care. I don't use this one on the editing computer. I'll just bring that keyboard over here. This is literally just here to get this other computer set up for its purpose. The drawers, this one's chaos, but it's organized chaos, as I like to call it. There's a battery charger here for AA's, battery charger for my camera batteries. I just pop one of those in. See, there's a battery charger there for that. AA charger.
Something with a bit more fire to it. It's all about that rage vibe. Don't worry, it's not actual raging.
Right there's where those plug in.
Nickel back up.
And of course there is Just some spare stuff like this. There's a little thermometer guy here. It has 26 degrees in here. On the desk at least, but probably close to that in this room. It's kind of hot. Yep. A couple of pairs of headphones. My other pair of headphones for if I'm editing and need headphones for it. USB-C to 3.5mm with charging. Another Roku remote, which ironically, even though it's TCL, it works on this TV. So there's that. A couple smart plugs, some electrical tape, all my flash drives, and an SD card. Sharpies, more SD cards, capture card, phone stuff, like my MagSafe wallet, which goes on the back of the iPhone, phone mount for the tripod, phone case for this iPhone. Well, it's for a 14 Pro Max, but it works on this phone. And Samsung Galaxy S20 Ultra for copying things off SD cards. Bottle of Advil, a Tylenol, another battery charger, a couple of pocket knives, and a level. A screwdriver, and then there's the little remote for recording. And a label maker. I can't remember if I said that. AAA batteries, AA batteries, you name it. Camera batteries, Sharpies. It's a little bit of a mess in that drawer, but this one is like USB cables, an extra pair of headphones, accessories for power, charging, battery banks, USB cables, extension cords. There's a couple extension cords in this one. Yeah. Down here, pretty much same thing. A couple of HDMI cables in that one. Setup mic for my amplifier. Down here is a bag of candies, some labels for my label maker, remotes, fish tape, the grill off my Bluetooth speaker, at least the DOS one that's over there, and the legs off of my TV. This one's a little screwed up. Right here is the main amp to these speakers. You can hear. Probably not the best amp in the world, but it works. Oh yeah, and I do use a Magic Mouse on this computer. It's just the only mouse I could find at the moment. Although I'm now aware that my other mouse is over there, so I could just swap that out. This was just literally, I grabbed this because I needed a mouse, and I didn't want to have to move this one back and forward. Now, as to how I get so many screens hooked up to computers, like when I'm done with this one, that display, and that display, I'll run off of that laptop. The way I do that is there's a USB to HDMI adapter there, USB-C to HDMI adapter here, which this one requires that you have DisplayPort pass-through on your USB-C port. It will not work for just a regular HDMI port or a regular USB-C port. It's got to be one that supports DisplayPort, which thankfully that computer supports that. Damn, Spotify trying to play music I don't like. I gotta clean the camera lens real quick. Over here is just a couple of remotes. One for this TV, one for, whoops, let's not drop the phone. One for the receiver, and one for this TV. Which this TV here is my second screen, basically. For editing, I can like throw up my preview here or whatever. Because this TV has the better color than this one. So I trust this one just a little bit more. Then there's that light. My other surround speaker, air purifier, battery charger for my drill batteries. Hot glue gun that works off the drill batteries. Just the box with lights around my TV. Those are those ones that are like synced up with the screen with the camera, and then it reacts based on what's on screen. Down there, there's the subwoofer for the desk system that is not hooked up in any way, shape, or form to the main system. There's my other Bluetooth speaker. It just lives there on the charger because the battery in that one sucks. That needs a battery replacement. An extra computer. That's just sitting there. It's going to go into the other bedroom eventually with a monitor. Yeah, I got a plan for that one. It's just not set up yet. Under here is just like my random bit of stuff. Camera bag, some extra extension cords. My drills sit there. Toolbox. Just basically tools and stuff live down there. On top here, my switch. It's just sitting there for now. My other end of the power line adapter, I got to get that plugged in so I can connect like the TV and the PS5 in the other room to the network in this room that's on the back of this TV stand. So then I have control over it off of my network and not the Shaw network. Little flashlight, fluorescent. Canon WD-40, my little vacuum. Air duster. A smart bulb that I'm yet to use. I don't know where I'm going to put it. I bought it for the other room, but I changed my mind. And a tape measure. This table probably isn't rated for the weight of this TV, but it should be okay. It's been there for like a couple days now. I don't know, when did I start? When did I do this? Oh fuck, I don't remember. About 6 days ago. So it's been there for about 6 days. Almost a week. It'll be a week tonight sometime. And so far, it's holding up fine despite that TV weighing 80 pounds. Or whatever. It's like 80 pounds or 90 pounds or something. It's really heavy. It's no plasma 42 inch. Of course, the TV on the wall is a 65 inch. Big surprise. Sony X85K. 65X85K to be exact. Filing cabinets on each room with stuff in them. My fridge. Stuff stored on top of the cart still, like obviously. Things are still work in progress. Things are still getting done. If I change anything, I'll make an update. In the other bedroom, I still got some stuff. I'll go show that now. Actually, before I forget, there's my watch stand and my Harmony remote live here, and a box of lava lamp bulbs. Of course, in the fridge, I just keep drinks. There's a little bit of pizza there that I was eating. Some salami for sandwiches. But mostly just Coke. And a different type of Coke with a couple extra words on it. Oh, these aren't cold yet. Damn it. I was thirsty. So already a little bit has changed since yesterday. I moved the air conditioner to that side of the room from over here. And I brought a fan. And with that being said, I'm not changing anything else anytime soon, so thanks for watching.